Hi Virgo, welcome to your June 2020 reading. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with your reading. Her last day in the light. This speaks about unexpected endings and sudden changes or shifts. The feeling that I'm getting around this is it's about preparation for change, Virgo. Could be you or could be someone around you. Now, of course, when there's change for good, change for not so good, but as always, the wheel keeps on turning. So I feel that no matter which way the wheel is turning for you, it's a reminder that it's continually in motion. So never fear if things are not looking so good at the moment. If you're feeling a bit weary, that will change. There's change. It will eventually move around to something more positive, Virgo. Now, Richard has pulled a card from the Mausolea Oracle.
Yes, the card of Danu. This has an air of protectivity about it. Somebody who's created something and will protect it pretty much at all costs.
So that could be you, Virgo, could be the other person. Either side can resonate, so please do keep that in mind. If you're cross-watching, this could be a Virgo that you're dealing with. And there we have that wheel, that spinning wheel at the bottom of the deck.
And here I've got the Page of Swords.
Okay, so something being communicated here, Virgo. Let's take a look. We'll start with the status of this relationship, how you feel about the person or the situation, the strengths, the challenge, advice, what to do, advice, what not to do, what's hidden, what you may not be aware of, and the potential outcome.
Okay, status of the relationship. How this person views you, Virgo. Strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what's hidden in this situation, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Okay, so let's take a look here. The bottom, we've got the Queen of Swords. Now, I'm picking that up as your energy, even though you're not an air sign, you're an earth sign. But I feel at the moment you're really coming from a place of perspective. You're looking at this objectively, and when it comes to this situation, I see you as being able to make good decisions because you're able to take more of the passion or more of the emotion out of it. And it seems to be really a question of making sure that you act with integrity and that you do the right thing, not only for yourself, but for everyone involved.
Okay, looking over here, status of the relationship, we have the Hierophant. That's very earthy energy on this side, given that you're an earth sign, Virgo. But the Hierophant is about wanting to stay with something traditional. And we've got this card of Danu here, which is about protecting something that somebody's created. This could be a relationship, a long-term relationship especially.
So having to make a decision here. Now, how you feel about this person? We've got the King of Wands in reverse. So Virgo, it looks like this is the pair. I feel this is a partner. It could be male or female, by the way. Don't pay attention in a general reading to the gender. Now, Wand energy in reverse. With this, it speaks to me of this, you're having a clash at the moment. Now, you're trying to be standing in your honor. This other person, I feel, is not being quite so honorable.
I think they've done something, actually, but they still want to keep this relationship going. Looking over here, how they feel about you, the Hermit. Well, that's your card. The Hermit. So they see you as being you. I mean, actually, you being your best self. I think, Virgo, that you, especially with that Queen of Swords over here, you've been doing a lot of thinking, and you've actually come to some sort of decision to cut something out of your life. I get the sense it's this King of Wands here. But this is not some sort of going off half-cocked decision. This is a decision that has been, I think, a while in the making.
It's well thought out. When it comes to the strength here, we've got the Ten of Swords.
Gosh.
So yeah, it is about an ending. Now, who is it a surprise for? I don't know, because I get more of an energy around you of someone who has thought about this, but of course it could be vice versa. But The energy around the 10 is, of course, it's about making something final, putting that rubber stamp on something and saying, this is the completion. We're going no further with this.
And
the end of the road.
There ain't no coming back.
It's the end of the road.
All right, let's look at the strengths over here. We have the sun in reverse. You see, that's the thing. They don't know everything that you know, Virgo. That's the only thing that's sort of keeping them here, is that they're not aware of everything that you've been thinking about. I think at some point you're going to communicate this to them. But I think they've done something, and they don't know how annoyed you are at what they've done.
Let's have a look and see what the challenge is. The Death card in reverse. So here it's a tendency to want to cling on, to hold on to this past its expiry date. This tells me that this has reached its conclusion. It's reached its expiry. But one or both of you, perhaps both of you, have had a tendency in the past to cling on to this.
I think it's more this person on this side who's had a greater
attachment to the...
Yeah, that's right, because they're more of the traditional type, I think.
Yeah.
Who will want to keep this together at all costs. You know, they feel like they've created something here with you, Virgo, and they don't want to lose it. So I guess I'm thinking that energy is more theirs. But there
has been a fear of change.
There could be you too. I mean, this might have contributed to your wanting to stay for a while longer. Okay, looking over here at weaknesses, we have the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's exactly what I was saying. I mean, the weakness is this person feels like they've grown something. They've planted a seed, they've watched it grow, they've nurtured it. And that is the problem here. It's an attachment to what they've created.
Let's take a look and see the advice. We've got the 10 of Wands. Well, another 10. So we've got 2 10s here in your plus column. So it speaks of completion, ending, and dropping those sticks. You know, it's been a long, hard road, I feel. And I think that you've tried. You've tried hard to make a go of it, to make this work. You've kept in the past plodding along. But I feel that at the end of the day, this is really you sitting down here and saying, you know what, I'm not going to carry this around with me anymore. I'm going to drop the burden. It feels to me like you're trying to declutter, to lighten the load, to de-stress, and to move on with a lighter energy around you, lighter in mind, body, and spirit. Really just an essence of, you know what, I'm not going to keep carrying around what doesn't serve me anymore, what isn't working for me. I'm going to put an end to it. I'm going to put a stop to it, deal with it, and then hopefully move on to this better energy.
All right, looking over here, what this person should keep doing. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I think they've got to get ready for the breaking of a promise. And I think it's you, Virgo. I think that this is a committed relationship. I think a promise has been made. It may be marriage. It may just be something that is a very long-term relationship. In any case, I feel like a promise has been made by both of you to each other for a commitment. And I think this person needs to be ready for that promise to be broken.
Advice on what not to do. We've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now in this case it is about using force, but using the force of words in an angry way, or in a chaotic way, or in a way in which it causes unnecessary destruction. So when we talk about swords energy, we talk about communication. So here it's about how you communicate an end, how you communicate that you want to end something. Making sure that you do it truthfully, but in a way that brings about. Make sure that you're acting in a way in which people will look at it and say, okay, that person's been fair, they've been just, they've taken into account everything that needs to be thought of here when making this decision. Meaning that when you go into this discussion, it can't be. because I feel that the discussion between the two of you is going to be between two people who are very much equals when it comes to communicators. So you want to make sure that you can go toe for toe with this other person in terms of if they're going to ask you a question about why you're ending it, you want to be there with a factual answer, not give them some kind of airy-fairy response or something
BS,
that BS. Yeah, this person doesn't want to hear BS.
No.
You don't want to give BS. So the thing is, it has to be the truth, but it has to be done in a way that doesn't create unnecessary drama or chaos.
Mm-hmm. The other thing is try not to keep it, try not to make it incendiary.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Looking over here, we have the world as what this person should not do. Well, I get the sense that they're going to fight this Virgo. When we talk about what they should do, what they shouldn't do, it's what's in their own best interest. And I think it's in their own best interest to keep this going, at least for them. So they're going to, you've got to be prepared here, Virgo. They're going to fight tooth and nail to keep you here.
Yeah, it's that fear of change, right? One of you does have that around you, and it's fear of what comes next. It's fear of this being it.
Yeah.
Fear of never having another relationship that works out. It's all of those things. When the world turns, and this reading seems to have an energy of the Wheel of Fortune and the world about it. Mm-hmm. Now the energy around this reading seems to be about endings, yes, but the ending is so that there'll be a new beginning. It's not the end. Full stop. It's the end, and then it keeps going. That's what I feel that world card is there. Now, when it comes to what's hidden, well, it's exactly what I just said.
It is the world.
Just exactly what I just said. There's an ending, yes, but there's a new beginning. This constant shift, constant motion. This doesn't mean it's the end.
It means for this person it's happening whether they want it to or not. And that's the thing about the wheel. It turns and we don't have any control over it.
Right.
We can't stop that wheel from turning. It's it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at what's hidden over here. Queen of Cups. Well, what's hidden is that what is truly going on here, Virgo, is that what you're doing is a compassionate move. Now, compassion doesn't always look like compassion. If you've got a 5-year-old child in your care and they want cookies for dinner and you don't give them cookies for dinner and they storm off and run into their room and slam the door and say you're the worst parent ever, well, you know better. I mean, you know that what you're doing is compassionate. They don't see it that way, right? I sort of see that as what's being hidden here as well, as they don't realise that what is going on is actually something that is coming from a place of compassion.
Let's have a look. The outcome is Temperance in reverse. So it does seem like there's going to be some pushback around this. When it comes to the reaction, I'm getting this as a reaction that comes from that place of a lack of peace. When we talk about the spirit and soul, we always want to be coming from that place of balance and feeling at peace with making a decision. If we make choices where we don't feel at peace with it, then that brings about doubt and confusion between the parties. So the thing is that I'm picking up around this is that when you make this choice, it has to come from a place of absolute clarity, absolute peace. You have to be 100% at peace with the choice that you're making. If you're not, then I think you have to go back here and rethink to make sure that you can come and say what you need to say here. It feels right and you feel at peace afterwards. Not that feeling that you've made a mistake or that feeling like now you've got doubts about it. It can't be that, because I feel that this is a major decision to end something, and there's finality here. There's true completion. So you have to be at peace with that choice.
So looking over here at the outcome, we have the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this person is it's going to be hard to get rid of them. They're going to cling.
Yeah.
Is what I sense here. They're going to try and get you to come back.
Yeah.
And it won't be just once.
No.
They're going to keep on trying. I think this is what's going to lead to this lack of temperance for you, Virgo.
Yeah.
Because yes, you've made a decision. I think you do feel comfortable about the decision. But the thing is, with this person continually coming back to you, trying to get you to come back to them,
it might put doubts.
It's going to put doubts in your mind about this situation. We'll see what happens in the second part, though.
So we'll look at that in the extended. If this is resonating, please do join us there. The link is below in the descriptions box, Virgo. It'll be about another 25 to 30 minute reading. We'll be pulling out clarifiers, going in depth, looking at some Lenormand readings as well, which is always very interesting, and looking at some oracles for guidance for the future. So Virgo, if you'd prefer a personal reading, please do email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. That email's also in the box below. Virgo, if this doesn't resonate, it won't resonate with all Virgos. It's a general reading. It can be vice versa. If you're cross-watching, it can be a Virgo that you're dealing with. You can check out our Soul for Repair playlist for more readings that are done in this he said, she said style. They're not sign or time dependent, so you can check those out whenever you're really led to them. So Virgo, a little bit of a tricky situation around this, but it seems like one person wants to leave a relationship, is pretty certain about it, but there may be some doubt placed in the mind after somebody tries very hard to get you back, Virgo, or it can be vice versa. You could be wanting someone else back here in your life, Virgo, that's let you go. So we'll see you in part 2, or we'll speak to you again very soon. Please do take care, and we'll speak to you again very soon.
Thanks, Virgo. Goodbye and good luck.